I'm Sally Sreaume, the Supportive Care Program Coordinator at the Chatham-Kent Hospice. Myself and Melissa Catteritt would like to take a few minutes of your time to share some information about how you might be experiencing your grief, and also about how those of you who haven't had a loss might also be experiencing the COVID-19 situation and the secondary losses that are going on because of it. Bessel van der Kolk talks about trauma and talks about how we are in a pre-traumatic state right now because of the unpredictability and the uncertainty we're experiencing in our world. What we can really do to help ourselves during this difficult time is to create calm within ourselves and also to structure our lives in a way that feel helpful to us. We'd like to talk about some tips that might help you to create that calm and structure in your life. We hope that they're helpful.
Hello everyone, my name is Melissa Catteritt and I'm a social worker here at Chatham-Kent Hospice. I'm here today with Sally in the hopes of sharing some coping strategies that will help everyone through these difficult times. Christopher Shire, a doctoral-level psychologist in New York State, recently posted a list of coping strategies that really hit home for Sally and I, as we've had many of these conversations over the past few weeks. The first coping tip is to stick to a routine. Go to sleep and wake up at reasonable times, and follow a schedule that includes self-care. The second is to dress for the social life you want, not the social life that everyone has right now with physical distancing. It is amazing how our dress can improve our mood. Go outside at least once a day and get some fresh air, remembering to physically distance yourself from others, of course. And if you cannot go outside, open a window and get a blast of fresh air on your face and your skin. It will feel quite refreshing. Find some time to move each day. And if you can't do that outside and incorporate it with my previous tip, then move in your home. Get up, walk around, maybe try a YouTube video with some movement classes, or even have a dance party and turn up that music, even if it's a dance party for one. And stay hydrated and eat well. So drink plenty of water, eat something good and nutritious food, and challenge yourself to maybe learn to cook something new.
Here are a few other strategies that you may find helpful. One that's so critical is to make sure that you're reaching out to others, whether it's by phone, if you know how to do FaceTime or Skype others. My family even taught me how to use House Party, which is an app where you can join one another and play games together. Reaching out to others and connecting is so very important right now in this time of feeling isolated and alone. We also need to develop our own self-care toolkits, things that help us through difficult times. It might be a weighted blanket to help to make you feel safe and comfortable. It might be essential oils because the smells are helpful and beneficial to you and help to keep you calm. It might be having a book and a blanket in a comfy spot that you like to spend time, things that help you through difficult times. It could also be just having a squishy ball that you can squeeze when you're feeling overwhelmed and anxious. The things that work for you are important to keep close by during this difficult time. Also, it's really important to give people the benefit of the doubt. We're all feeling very stressed right now. It's not a normal time for any of us, and there's no book that tells us what to do in these circumstances. So it's really important to try to know that everyone is doing the very best that they can in these circumstances. The way that we think about events really impacts how we react to them. So if we're believing that people are doing their best, we can respond to them in that way. Lastly, for this time, I'd like to talk about making sure you all have your own space to retreat to. If there's 3 or 4 of you, or maybe 6 or 7 in the home, make sure you have your own space to go to so you have some quiet time for yourself. We all need to rejuvenate at times where we're dealing with stress and anxiety.
A few more tips to consider is to lower your expectations and practice radical self-acceptance. We're doing too many things under fear and stress right now. Now is the time to accept yourself and everything about your current situation and your life without question, blame, or pushback. You cannot fail at this. There is no roadmap, no precedent for this, and we're all truly doing the best that we can. Limit social media and COVID-19 conversation. There's a lot of information out there that it rapidly changes moment to moment. Some is skewed or sensationalized, or it may be alarmist. Find a few trusted sources that you can check in with consistently and limit it to a few times a day for a short period of time. Notice the good in the world and the helpers. Balance my previous tip with finding COVID-19 information that is trustworthy but heavy with the feel-good stories that warm our hearts. There are a ton of stories out there of people donating, people supporting one another, and it's important to counterbalance the heavy information with the hopeful information. Help others. Find ways, big or small, to give back to others. There really feel good moments in here that we need to maximize to the best of our own abilities. Support restaurants, offer to grocery shop, check in with a neighbor, all while maintaining physical distance.
Find something you can control in your life and control the heck out of it. You may have projects around your house that you wanted to take on, such as cleaning a closet or organizing a bookshelf. You also might want to plan your day out a little bit, planning what you're going to have for breakfast that day, or planning a lunch date with a friend over Skype. It's really important to control the things you can in this time of uncertainty around us. Another thing that could be helpful is taking on a long-term project that you can dive into. It might be learning how to solve the Rubik's Cube, or taking lessons on how to play the guitar, or crocheting a blanket. These kinds of projects can keep us busy and distracted when times are stressful. Engaging in repetitive movement can also be helpful. Research has shown that it can help us in effectively self-soothing and relieving depression, anxiety, and stress. Finding an expressive art and going for it. Our emotional brain can really be relieved when we use expressive arts. Sculpt, paint, do something creative, and see how great you feel once you've released that creativity. It should really release the stress that you're experiencing.
Find lightness and humor in each day. There is a lot to be worried about right now, and with good reason, but counterbalance this with something funny each day, whether it be cat videos, or a funny movie, or a stand-up comedy show on Netflix. Every day we all need a little bit of comedic relief. Reach out for help. As a part of the supportive care program, we are all here for you. Even though we are physically distanced, we are still only a phone call away. Live your day moment by moment. We have no roadmap for this. We don't know what this will look like one day, 1 week, or 1 month from now. But focus on whatever bite-sized piece of challenge that feels manageable for you, whether that be 5 minutes, a day, or a week at a time. Remind yourself daily that this is temporary. It may feel like this will never end. Take the time to remind yourself that although this is very scary and difficult, it will eventually pass. We will return to feeling free, safe, busy, and connected. And find the lesson, the potential positive outcomes, or the meaning that can come out of this pandemic. What can each of us learn, big or small? What needs to change in ourselves, our homes, our communities, our nation, and our world? Lastly, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to spend with us and listening today and allowing us to be a part of your self-care journey. It is our hope that everyone could relate to something that was mentioned here today and make it a part of your own self-care journey. We are here to support you as best we can. Please feel free to reach out to us by contacting Sally at 519-354-3113, and her direct extension is 2406. In the meantime, remember, be safe, be kind, stay strong, CK, be apart, stay together, good news, CK, and we're in this together.